I was saying that the way me and Alex met was gotta be like 1982, 83, probably 83. It was a battle. It was my crew, Dance Control. We didn't have enough guys. It was about maybe 4 of us, but the other crew had mad kids. So one of my boys, his name was Skuko, his brother Harold, remember Harold?
Yep.
He was in my crew, and his brother went to school with little Alex, went for team. He went all the way to little Alex to your house. I remember he came back with Alex. He had a dirt bike, and Alex was in the monkey bars. And he just brought him to the battle, and Alex was like, who I'm battling with? And he was like, you with us. And that's how we started battling. I went down first, boom. I did this Ken Swift move, and did some head spin. And then that's how, he said, oh, I like that little. And I was like, little, we the same age.
Yeah.
But you know, then when I saw him dance for the first time, I was like starstruck, and ever since then we became close.
Right.
And I remember just going to skate key. No lie, B, there was like at least 100 kids.
What year was that? 81, 80?
Like 83, 84.
Okay.
Yes.
80,
Yes.
especially 84.
Facts.
84 was like the biggest year in b-boy in the Bronx. In 84.
84? Okay.
84, and that's when everybody was going to skate key, and wherever he went, everybody follow him. Everybody. No, I don't care who our b-boy that's still around. They'll tell you they'll follow him. Especially when he used to battle with German legendary battles. They would battle like every week, him and German. And then, you know.
Was German really that good? I heard his name a lot.
Yes, he was.
You guys tell me about
He was
German?
very gymnastic-like. He was doing flares when flares weren't even part of breakdancing.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times that we ever saw him like do flares, which we only saw in gymnastics whenever they do on floor exercise. So there were a lot of moves that we weren't really up to date, really.
Like
but
he was doing 1990s like this when nobody was doing it. Then Alex came and started doing it like this. I mean, they was like back and forth.
But the thing about that back then, Ryan, I'm thinking you can agree, it wasn't, even if you had the best moves, say you could do the fucking longest head spins or the longest 1990s, but if you didn't have style, and all you could do is a really nice 1990 or some nice windmills, but you didn't have style, like you couldn't go down like kind of that Ken Swift shit, you know, that Swift shit, you know, like that BX shit that only comes from the BX. You weren't really considered like, oh yeah, he's got he's air moves, he
you
could
didn't
do
have
that.
to do too much.
For a real B-boy,
you could just do one little thing, look fly and get up.
that's it, like bam, like
away,
remember that
you know?
Ken Swift move when he did that? No, not NYCB all the way,
Yeah.
of course. But that move with Ken Swift when he landed,
The kaboom,
boom,
the kaboom.
Right.
the kaboom, like that was fucking big, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like everybody started using that, everybody
Yes.
started doing that.
I
There's
was
some
doing
different
that shit.
variations, you know what I'm
I did
saying?
it
Like
from a swipe.
you know?
Like he did it from the floor doing like if he was gonna do a swipe.
Right.
But I did it like this, boom, and then boom, I would do it like that. Never did it from
right,
the
right,
floor.
right.
I would do it like if I was gonna start doing swipes and then do like a donkey and just flip and then boom. That's how
Okay.
Alex shit, Lil Al right here, big up. His shit was every time he would do, he just be like,
Clean.
what's up?
Some of the cleanest
That's
I've ever
it.
seen.
Yeah, it wasn't no show, nothing like that. It was just like,
I seen a battle with him, I guess, when he was battling Alienness and a bunch of people, and he kept coming out.
That was a practice little thing that they were doing.
Yeah.
so you remember, so he knows,
Yeah.
he knows the
And
history.
Alex
Yeah, I
was
do.
going crazy.
But he kept going off, like he did the ninja freeze on him, all types of
He
stuff.
did everything.
He
You
did
look at it,
everything.
he was doing air tracks. I mean, every move he did a turtle, 1990. You name
Yeah.
UFO. He's the inventor of the UFOs. This man right here was the one who named the UFOs.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
yes, let's get into that right now.
That
We
is
can
a
talk about
fucking
that.
fact.
He just told me, but I want to hear from your point of view.
I saw him do that, and he just brought that up just because of the speed. Because a lot of the times, every time we went into like a swipe
Right.
or to a windmill, we came from the top. So you be breakdancing, you just go boom right into it. So he went to go do like a windmill, but he just went
Like that.
like a turtle,
Like a turtle.
windmill. Like you're going into a windmill with that speed and that whip, but you're gonna go like if you're gonna do a turtle, and he just held it. And the centrifugal force brought his legs out, and he just did it. I was like, yo, that shit look like a fucking UFO.
Yeah, but
And I didn't know until he told me that I was the one who named it.
Okay, remember that I was trying to do it. guy from
Oh, that's the truth. That is the truth. That's what I forgot about that.
You know the kid from Breaking, the guy that with the
Handyman.
cripple? Handyman?
Yes.
No, he had his leg. He was trying to do that.
Yes.
And he couldn't get his legs straight.
Because we didn't know that his legs were paralyzed. We just thought that he had enough, like, force that he just didn't have strength.
I knew
but-
that his legs was fucked up.
Yeah, I know his legs was messed up.
I knew his
Because he
legs
dropped the
was fucked up.
crutches. He
It's
came out
just
on the crutches and he
strength
dropped them.
He had to carry his whole body around with his hands like this and no support.
That's right.
That's how I was trying to practice to get that thing. And in one whip, I closed my legs and I started going around like that. And my brother said, oh shit, that shit look like a UFO.
Let me tell, right.
He named it the UFO.
So with that being said, the UFO is one of the most emulated moves in breaking today. I can show you a video right now and somebody's doing the UFO.
Yeah,
They
this
do
guy
it
right here.
everywhere, especially in Asia. The Asian kids are fascinated with the UFO.
And this is the inventor right here.
That was the guy that
Creator, the Alex.
trying something else. He came up with that move.
And those
And I
days,
was there.
everybody just made mistakes and made moves. And you just did fucking moves. You know? That's how it was.
Right.
It was not like, go to studios and practice. We didn't do that. We didn't even ask people to teach us. We would just look and then go home and practice. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was telling my brother just a little while ago that during our era, New York City Breakers and Rocksteady are older than us. So we are younger, but during our era, we brought it to a different level when it came to breaking.
It's our age group.
All Rocksteady and New York City Breakers was doing was like break dancing, footwork, and
Basic windmills,
windmills and hand glide.
style, upright.
But we brought the
Swiftness.
flares, the air tracks, right?
Okay.
The combination of
What is the air
top
track to
line
you?
into a
Corey,
flare.
Icy Ice.
What is the air track? What is the air track to you?
Air track for me is a halo. You go around your head.
They call it halos now, right?
It's like a
Yeah, it's
halo.
They call
And
the
you're
halos
not
called
using,
halos.
it's like a windmill,
It's like the dunk.
but you're not
So
using your back. or nothing
tracks.
to support you. You just,
It's like
holding your head.
air. without
Tracks
hitting the
was
floor.
like what Crazy Legs did,
It's a
right?
back bridge, right?
With the
Yeah.
one- and then Little Lep did it, but with one leg.
Right. Oh, that
Then
makes sense.
now you did it without nothing. You just did it in your head.
So a track is
So
what
it's
Crazy
air
Legs
track.
did when he
Yes.
took off his shoes on Beach Street, right? Is that
That's
a track?
right. That's a track.
So the air
That's right.
track. So when you started making it like switching it, like your legs were in the air though, right? So
Right.
air track.
Air track. That's why we call them air tracks.
There it is though,
Because
bro.
your legs weren't hitting the floor. Little Lep had the one leg swipe. Crazy Leg had the two leg swipe.
He bent his whole body.
Ta-da. And
Right.
then you had, when you didn't even use your legs, you just went around. We call that air tracks.
Oh, you know what the air tracks is today though, right?
What is it?
The one where you put your hands on the ground and your feet are in the air and you keep
Those
twisting,
are high
twisting.
flares.
Oh,
I know, but
yes.
those they call them air tracks.
Okay.
Yes,
air
yes,
track.
They
yes.
changed a lot of
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's what they call it.
Got you.
Thank you guys, though, brother Don Tony.
All right, man.
I appreciate the history. I'm in the Bronx right now.
Yeah.
First time out in the
Oh, you're not in
BX.
Cali no more?
No, I came out here for this.
Oh, okay.
Speedy then brought me out, so I got a chance to see the Bronx. I went to Gun Hill. Like I seen
Are you
Bronx
going to
River.
London's afterwards?
Yes, yes, I'm LA,
Oh,
South Central.
I don't know.
I was out there with them and shit. I've been there.